everybody doing? Hello. So, to be upfront, we're not going to, tonight's stream isn't going to be as long as usual, because I have a lot of stuff I want to get done tonight. I've been working, stream, working. So we're definitely going to get through the trial. And then we'll see around what time that is, and then we'll start, assuming it's not a super late time, then we'll get the next chapter started at least, hopefully. How's everybody doing? Light, Final, OVL, Brian, Shaki, Beth, Jake, JB. How's everybody doing tonight? Possum. Also, Amadeus, I saw your earlier message. Thank you for watching. We'll see you when you're all caught up. God, I really do appreciate the fact that you guys actually watch the VODs. Because that's a lot. Those are long videos. And we almost always get more views after the fact than during the stream. Which tells me people are going out of their way to watch the VODs, and that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I appreciate you guys showing support for the channel even though you couldn't be here. That's awesome. Brought the stuff from my back. All the knives. Now that's an interesting question because I'm not sure. I honestly haven't really paid attention to it. I can go in and look at the analytics, right? Like time after, like look at the timeline or whatever. But I know there are quite a few people that watch it in 2 times speed. Now, I'm assuming it still only counts the real time in that regard, right? So in theory, the average watch time would still be shorter. Some people leave it on for the entire time as like background noise and stuff. And then there are some people that watch it on normal speed, but they just skip the... That was weird. I tried to type it in the YouTube chat and it's like error. I do it in chatbot and it's all good. Hey Lugia, thank you for the Lugia raid. Welcome Lugia and other PS4 man. How's it going? Did you have a performance, a live performance today or something like that, Lugia? I saw you talking about it on the Discord, but I didn't see what you ended up posting. We're at least a bit into the game so far. Any guesses for survivors or non-survivors? I think one of Tsumugi or Himiko will definitely die, and the other one's going to survive. Shuichi has to survive at this point, right? After what happened to Kaide. There was somebody else. I think Mew is almost a shoo-in to survive, which seems weird. Because if he made her to be hated, why would she stay alive? But for some reason, she just seems like she's gonna stay alive. At the very least, she's not gonna kill anybody. She might be killed, but I don't see her killing anybody. She's way too worried about other stuff than murder. Besides, she like has everything she could ever want in terms of like making inventions and stuff. So it just doesn't seem likely for her to kill somebody. Kokichi's the really interesting one. I have no idea if he's gonna survive or die at some point. If he's gonna give us like a Nagito-like death. I thought Ryoma was gonna survive for a lot. Well, no, I didn't. I thought he was gonna die in the first chapter too. Well, he was one of my guesses at least. No, I thought he was gonna be the killer. And then when it turned out that he wasn't the killer, I thought he was gonna be around for a while. And they started talking about, oh, I have no reason to live, and oh, now I want to live, and you're like, fuck. Oh, there's a.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I see. There's a cooldown. Hey, thank you to Acme Studios for the raid. Much appreciated. Were you guys playing more Aviary Attorney today, or did you finish it yesterday? Tara, Acme, how you guys doing? I think Maki's gonna survive. That was, I think, the other person that I thought of. Gonta also seems likely to survive just because, like, how is somebody gonna kill that guy? Like, if he dies, I feel like it has to be by accident. Yeah, Maki's definitely too well, that's what I thought about Runtaro, and he died. You finished it last night. Majora's Mask tonight. Very nice, very nice. Well, everyone, go make sure to check out both Lugia and Acme Studios. Throw a sub for throwing the raid our way. I greatly appreciate it if you haven't done so already. They are frequent raiders of the channel, so should have to go check their channel out by now. Now, Lugia, were you playing an instrument or were you flowing? Monokuma's good. Hey, Monokuma doesn't always survive. Well, which Monokuma? Streamer to, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think the streamer counts as a viewer. It does for Twitch though, right? Weirdly.
Now then. The hell you. Yeah. Now then. The hell you.
All right, so recap. I landed on 3 or 4 people just based off of process of elimination. Not the strongest logic, I would say. So I can't really say I'm confident in knowing who did it. I know how it was done, but I don't know who did it. Oh, doing a few themes though. It was like Sakura. Nobody was killing Sakura, right? If she died, it was going to be by her own hand or by accident or by Monokuma. And I think the same is for the same. Gonta's going to be the same. Hey, Robin. Thank you for coming in on the raid. Much appreciated. For those that don't know, this is Danganronpa V3, the last thus far in the last title in the main series of games. We are currently in the middle of a class trial, which we're trying to figure out which of our friends killed our little buddy Ryoma.
Back to square one.
Square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. One. Two. One.
How do I? Maybe. I haven't seen Trep, no.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
All that remains of a once powerful note.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're one to talk.
Duh.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video? Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. Wait, can I pick Monokuma? I mean, Kokichi was the only one who, like...
It's you!
That would be Kokichi. So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Oh, God.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma
probably
asked
not
you for his
wrong.
motive video.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
I wasn't in the mood to be suspected. The fuck?
It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Yeah, Maki sucks.
Whatever.
Like,
Either way,
she really sucks up to this point.
Yes, yes. Those who believe shall be saved.
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh?
You're just gonna lie.
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right?
And she doesn't have like a Kokichi problem where she just always fucking lies. She's just being difficult. What's up, Nemo and Devin?
If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Hold up. Hold up. I know Maki's not the one lecturing him about what he should be doing after what she just did. I know she didn't just do that. Whew, that's takes a lot of lack of self-awareness, an impressive amount of lack of self-awareness to be Maki right now.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Irony indeed.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility.
Wouldn't it have to have been nighttime? Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, because he was tied up with you.
Then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
Man, show me the power of that.
That easy, we'd be done by now.
Exactly.
No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? I think she's telling the truth. This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. Oh, is there like a bad ending if you guess wrong? And I said I believe in Kaito, and that means believing in Maki. Oh, they're not going to give you a... Okay. And that means I have to do it. I need us all to be on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaide did. With the use of my anime protagonist antennae.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Fucking liar. Well, we know who said that. Might as well attribute her name to that. Okay, so let's see. Maki alone. time. And then Gonta's account was what? Not Gonta's account.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, and Tanka were forced together. Ultimately. In the second meet and greet, Himiko and Andrew joined as well. Kichi was in the alternate. With Kirumi from 9 to 10. At 11, he returned over that. It's gotta be this, right?
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Okay. Can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two?
Nope. It's not that.
Damn it!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place,
Prove that this
then
meeting
there is no
took
reason
place.
to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us.
Prove this meeting took place. Maybe I'm trying to prove the wrong thing.
If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
God.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't think that was it. I think I gotta contradict because nobody saw them
I
together.
met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place,
Fuck. There's only two statements, right?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Wait, did I use the right thing?
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone
I wanted to
see
use
those two
alibis for
together?
yesterday. Did I use Maki alone instead?
Surely they would have come forward already.
if no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, Then it's the same as an outright lie.
Did use Maki alone, or
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
oh shit,
If no one can to place,
fuck. Okay, well,
Oh no!
yeah. Well, that sucks because that's a waste of a fucking.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma?
I'm honestly not sure.
Anyone else?
I don't see the line
Did
here.
anyone see those two together?
I'll be interested in seeing when we
Surely
figured
they
out
would
what the
come forward
game
already.
says.
if no one can place,
Oh.
I
Get-
was wrong.
how can? Well, it's not Gonta's account. That makes no
Ryoma the
goddamn
previous
sense.
night.
What a load of crap!
Alibis for yesterday.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Was the Monokuma file?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
if no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see
Those two together?
What am I missing?
Oh no!
What haven't I
met with
used?
Ryoma the previous night.
The Monokuma file?
What a load of crap!
Maki only
I'll be
see
honest, I
Ryoma at
don't
night?
see it.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely
That
they would
doesn't.
have
The
come forward.
Monokuma file doesn't make any sense because all it's saying is that he died in the gym. Gonta's thing was has to do with the time of the tank dump. Maybe Andrew joined as well. Kirumi. I guess one thing that's confusing is between the alibis from yesterday, because isn't the the other thing I'm worried about is that it was one of my original thoughts, but like the one where I used Maki alone and I meant to use alibis for yesterday, I used the wrong one. But I wouldn't know which one I used that was wrong. Because if we're talking about the fact that Kokichi revealed to Ryoma who had the pad, Kokichi didn't get the pads until after 10. Thus, it is nighttime. That's the line. But they want us to prove that they met. I mean, that would indicate that they probably met, but not prove it. Is there something about, like, the layout of the school that I'm missing? Oh, wait. What? Oh, I see. It won't. Okay, so assume what I'm asking is a rhetorical question. Unless I ask it a second time, well, that's not really a good way of doing it. We'll just say I'll make sure to ask. Otherwise, assume it's rhetorical because I'm thinking out loud. She was in front of her lab, so she was outside her lab. But who would have saw her outside her lab? Oh, I wish I had a map. Oh wait, I do. Oh, they won't. Fuck, that's right. They won't let me go to the. Hold on. B3 map. Or, she's a school map. Oh, I don't want Hope Speak. Aurora Public Schools. Just give me the damn map. Danganronpa B3 school map. Yeah, I don't want to go into the wiki because that'll. Ah, here we go. Locations. Ah, shit. No, I don't want to do that. Fuck. No, yeah, I think it's absolutely fine to ask, just for the sake of clarity. I have no problem with that. I'd rather people ask than do it, right? We went through the first half of the trial yesterday. Okay. So I want to know, because I can't find the map without going into pages that I don't really want to go into. What is on the same floor as her lab? This seems like a long shot line, but because I'm not sure exactly what the game is going for right now, because this is not how I would go about things if I'm Shuichi. Like, just completely off of what I would be doing. Maybe... this? No, because this will take me to the wiki too. It just doesn't work. Her room's on the second floor, as well as Ryoma's lab. Okay, so their two labs are on the same floor. So that doesn't mean anybody from the insect lab would have just like come out and seen her, because like she would have been in the line of sight.
If no one can
It's I'm pretty sure it's on.
there is no reason to believe
But
your
didn't I
testimony,
shoot
I'm afraid.
everything on
As
it?
expected, Maki is lying to us.
Except for
If you can't prove your claim,
Gonta's account, which it definitely
then it's
is
the same
not.
as an outright lie.
You said I shot this at it, right? Because I definitely shot these two. Because nobody saw those two together, so you can't agree with that. He says so specifically.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet
That's
with
not
anyone
Gonta's
else.
The problem I have with the using the meet and greet is it's not that much different from alibis for yesterday, except for Kirumi's account specifically. It's gotta be this. But I used.
There's no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected,
Did I
Maki
miss?
is lying to us.
That wouldn't be surprising.
If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
I'm completely out of fucking ideas, so I'm gonna try that
Maki only see Ryoma
and
at
hope
night?
that's what happened.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
'Cause I remember specifically doing the other two after, thinking that I had shot
Surely
that
they
one.
would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Shit.
Is this? We can't.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then
Maybe
it's
I'm
the
wrong.
same as an outright lie.
Maybe I'm looking at his thoughts too literally.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Maybe it is the agree.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Wait, what did I just do?
I was wrong.
Yeah,
met with
I'm
Ryoma.
totally missing some sort of.
What a load of crap!
Well, at this point,
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
I guess I'll try using the ones that I just don't get it.
Place.
No. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. Gonta's a combination. So there's a combination. What combination did I forget? You can answer because I have no fucking idea. What combination did I think about aloud and completely forget? Some combination of Maki alone, the meet and greet, and yesterday's alibis.
Yes, I didn't
One
meet
of
with
them
anyone
I
else.
think,
Did
I'm
anyone see those two together?
thinking that I used, but I obviously
Surely they would
did.
have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, Then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us.
Jesus
If you can't
fucking, are
prove
you
your claim,
kidding me?
then it's the same as an outright lie!
What's going on?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
You guys are talking about a... I didn't see what Final said, but
Surely
something
they
about a
would've come forward
function.
already.
If no one can prove...
What is that? What happens
there?
there?
Reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us.
Because I can't take that
Can't
statement,
prove your
right?
claim. Then it's the same as an outright lie!
Oh!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
I completely forgot about that function.
What a load of crap!
Completely forgot about that function because it's utter
Maki only
garbage.
see Ryoma at night?
It's not garbage. I just completely forgot about it.
Anyone else?
Did anyone see those two together?
Wait, what? Fucking... I did it wrong. I did it wrong.
Oh no!
I did it wrong.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki
I don't
only
think
see
I'm supposed to
Ryoma at
agree.
night?
I didn't meet with anyone
No,
else.
no, that's right, because he said I can't prove that they're together, but we can prove that somebody saw them.
If no one can prove...
I'll reveal the truth.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep, that's on me.
I might not
So
be
I was
able to
right.
prove
None of it
that
made fucking sense. I just
can prove Maki
am
wasn't alone.
stupid and forgot about the lie function.
Oh, please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs. And we heard two people talking.
I just imagine him like... It's okay, Kaito. You don't have to say anything. I don't know why that came to my head, but that was funny.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
I'm gonna comment on this once, and then you know how I feel, and then I'm not gonna comment on it anymore, because beating the dead horse is pointless. I legitimately feel grimy doing this. Like, I think this could be done without lying. I get that it's a function of the game, and the game wants you to do it, you just have to deal with it. It's not necessarily inherently bad. It just makes me feel super grimy. Especially since being someone in a profession that has a reputation for being grimy, and me trying my hardest to shed that sort of perception. It's like, ugh. Oh god, it just makes my skin crawl.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Legit question!
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant.
Bullshit. Another reason I have a problem with it is because I think about how I would dismantle his argument. We took everybody else's alibis. And then we started talking about, well, what could have been happening at night? Why wouldn't you immediately be like, oh, this is my alibi for nighttime too, just to clear yourself? It seems so much more suspicious to sit on it until now. I'm sure part of it is there's some inherent trust, which is fine. It's not like that's not a real thing, right? I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that the story is dumb or anything for that happening. That's something that can really happen. I'm just saying, if I'm putting myself in one of their shoes, I think this is very shaky at best. So that's why it doesn't like come to my mind to do something like that. Part of why I feel like this is dumb, okay, but game wants you to do it, so we'll see. But again, not saying anything negative about how the characters are reacting or anything like that. He can get through this and I'll buy it because, again, I could see that happening. I'm just talking about if I were there. And so I would never present that lie in the first place if I were Shuichi. No, I mean, like I said, inherently the system isn't bad. It adds a layer of complexity. I totally understand. I just don't like the feeling, the feeling it gives me, plus the whole I would never do that because I honestly think it's really stupid to do what he just did. Because if I were one of the other people, I'd absolutely destroy them. That's how I come up with arguments. That's how I come up with arguments when I'm putting together arguments for trial, in a brief, whatever. Anything in which I'm presenting an argument, I think, if I were the other counsel, how would I argue against this? And if I can destroy my own argument, I'm not gonna use it because it's bad. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing inherently wrong with how the story's being told. There's nothing inherently wrong with the function itself. It's just I think about it and I go, That is correct. I'm just playing as the, well, I mean, you guys wanted me to play this because I'm a lawyer. So I mean, but I mean, yeah, I'm not in the game as the ultimate lawyer, right? She was a ghost after all. Also, hello, Neko. And Tim. And who else have I missed that came around? Best around. Is it K1? Raged. I is I. Tom. Yeah. How are y'all doing? Sorry, I was. That's very true, Tom. Oh, God. Oh, that makes me sad. See, that's the thing, though. You're right in that the lie helps us move the conversation along. I just think he could have done it without lying. Like, I know what I would say. I talked about exactly what I would say. He can't lie with a straight face. He's very good. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't let my kid play this game. And I feel like I'm a pretty liberal. I wouldn't let my kid play it for two reasons. One, depending on their age, the content may be way too outside of their understanding. Two, this type of puzzle system, it's not something that most kids are going to get very well. So it's like, hey, it's for your own good. Don't play this. Don't play this until you're like 13 or something. Like, before that, just let it go. Let it go. That is correct. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think this is a bad lie. I'm sitting there as Mew like, all right, I'm about to wreck your shit. I mean, kids might still appreciate it in a different way, like the difference between how I appreciated The Simpsons when I was 10 versus how I appreciate The Simpsons now as a 34-year-old. Mario's time machine. Fair. What do you mean, how would I handle? That's a pretty broad question. I mean, I just explained that I would be focusing on the existence. Kokichi admitted that he told Ryoma about Maki's pad. I would focus more on that and how Kokichi had to have done it after 10 p.m. And if we believe that he went to ask Maki about it, which seems likely, more likely than this suddenly coming to mind because it wasn't relevant before. At least come up with a better lie here. This is bad. This is just, this is the worst part of the lie. It's so lazy. And people are just gonna be like, well, it's Shuichi, so we'll trust you, which I get. It's not wrong, just I would sit there and laugh in his face. I would not kill, no. And to be quite honest, it would be sort of difficult for somebody to kill me. It's because they're gonna go after for people that are not large. Worse than Celeste's lies? Oh god. Well, at least Shuichi's keeping it together, right? That's something Celeste wasn't able to do. Yeah. Exactly. And so like you could come after me and make it more difficult for yourself, or you could go after somebody of average height or even above average height and it would be significantly easier. So one of the reasons I would not kill, like I can say that for certainty, is because I wouldn't necessarily feel like my life was in danger, because it would just be, now the smaller the pool got, my mind might change because I could see the threat growing larger. But as long as I don't feel like my life is threatened, I'm not gonna do anything to take life from anybody else, because I don't see a reason to. Come on. There we go.
I had no reason to bring it up.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That's the follow-up?
True. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time?
Why would they do that?
If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
That makes you a fucking nosy-ass person.
You're still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know?
Well, it's just not okay in general to eavesdrop.
So uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Okay, that makes
gonna
sense.
believe him?
Going to be the first person like, your friend, you nice, I believe you.
Has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
So again, even though I have a problem with using the functionality personally, the way they're doing this is fine. I have no complaints about the characters' reactions themselves. Except for Angie's follow-up, that is not what I would have asked him in the... I would have pressed him on why wouldn't it have been relevant and make him answer the question instead of Angie... Okay, so real quick, let me explain this. Angie, I can't remember exactly the wording. Tom, was her question leading? Because it seemed like she provided the conclusion for him. Whereas if I'm Angie, I make him present the conclusion to me. Do you remember what keyboard button the logs are?
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
This is my trustworthy phase. It's F2. Okay. So yeah, Tom says it was definitely... We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right? Well, okay. So, right is really interesting. The fact that she added the right, you could then argue that it's not leading because you could, in theory, answer no. Whereas if the right wasn't there, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma. Like, that is unambiguously leading. I would still argue that this is leading for sure, for the way that for the reason. What Tom pointed out is absolutely correct. If you are the attorney in direct with your witness and you ask a question like this, it's essentially that you're correcting a hole or something like that your client had, or your witness at least, has created. And that's exactly what Angie did. And that's not what Angie should have done. Because it's not like Angie is Shuichi's attorney. She's trying to get down to the truth just as much as everybody else is. So the question should be more critical than giving him the opening to just be like, oh yeah. So that's the only thing I would change with the characters' reactions, and is that was bad. Not to say that couldn't happen, but that was horrible. Everybody else, the way they're reacting, it makes sense.
Believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar, especially after we believed him for so long.
Yeah, I would agree, Tom. But I have seen people get away with it before. In situations where I don't think they should have gotten away with it. The questions were worded slightly differently. Like, I feel like that's a classically leading sentence. But still, I've seen it happen where I'm like, are you kidding me? Thank God it's never happened to me. I've only seen this happen whilst observing, well, interning, I should say. I wasn't the one prosecuting or whatever, because I was still a student, but I've seen that happen a couple times. I'm just overruled. What? What? Are you serious?
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Angie is definitely a wild card. Because it's definitely, I think right is like the most common way to cover a leading question. Like, to me, it's so obvious that if I ever hear myself say that word, I know I did something wrong. Of course, Kokichi should be able to spot a liar from a million miles away.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started.
What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
This is another minor point. It depends, some people are better at it than others. But now that he's made that lie, he has to remember to keep it up for the rest of the trial. Which is just another, like, layer you're putting on yourself.
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
Maki was with Ryoma around nighttime, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been the morning after, that leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
Hey, Easy, what's up, dude? I don't think I noticed that his hair changes like that.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a guard.
Yeah, right?
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball. I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement?
That's funny.
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
I have a feeling we'll do it this several times throughout the course of this game. If we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. My credibility will be shot. I won't fail. I gotta admit, I feel like the older games could have had something like this too, and it would have been really cool.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the
gym at night.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Off limits.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Testimony. First one was announcement?
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Kimiko!
You were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki! Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Oh, that's right.
I was wrong!
Fuck! I just thought I had to press the damn... The fuck? I forgot that I'd use the keyboard. I'm bad. I was clicking the mouse.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
Oh yeah, the way they have it set up where he's like leading them in an argument battle is really cool. That minigame I think is really cool. Flows well. Hype.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it. I know. They used the ladder in the gym. You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method is possible because the ladder couldn't have been used like that in the crime. I can prove it. Oh, nope. Oh, I'm bad. I didn't think about that one. I was just like, this one. That's probably a good time to
We can't let it end here.
reset it, though.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime. I am positive that the...
Yeah.
You tested it out.
Oh no!
Oh! Okay, I get why it's number 3. Because then, how did it get over to the...
The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you use the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it.
Yeah.
The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage.
Yep, that's a duh.
And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
That's a big duh.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the
More
ladder on the
sucrose.
pool side,
Up
we
my
wouldn't
memory.
have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Right.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Look how happy she is about saying that, too. Card strength. I'm eating sweet tart ropes. They are addicting as hell. I'm eating the twisted rainbow punch flavor. She needed she already used it earlier in the first half of the trial. She has to use it like every half. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why she's happy. I figured it out. Let me just use the hard R here.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies or ladders.
Well, the other hard R.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
Yeah, we know the answer, right, Shuichi?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Sorry. I like Kaito, but that one was a little obvious.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Oh God, speaking of making a fool out of
You
oneself.
just need to shut up and take their licks.
Hey.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
I know. I have to do something, but...
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Ellipsis. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. Holy shit, he jumped to that really fast.
It really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
Well, how it was done could point to who did it.
Focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
But I agree with her that that's more important right now.
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it.
Just to say it doesn't matter is
We were
incorrect.
so caught up in where the body was found. When we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this
Who
room.
could have used the line like that? That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the pool.
Minikawa under the bridge?
We can determine where this all started. We can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial's only just begun. And he's back again.
That's a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Get dunked. Stomp him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts. Sabotage!
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Jesus Christ. What was, So it's either this or where's the pool rules? Enter the pool. Okay. That's all this.
Drown in toilet? Impossible.
Impossible. Okay, Ralph.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Sow. Agree! I agree with that!
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was
Trying to think about how I think it was
There's
done.
nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilet? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits.
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
I could have done that. Since we're only at like one down or something like that. Oh, I should have.
Yeah, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
As someone who despises the Patriots, this is absolutely amazing. I have no idea. He's from, like, Jersey, right? But I still don't know why this was brought up all of a sudden. Oh my god. That's really good. That's really good. Favorite Mono Bear. Mono Cub.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. I'm not a Jets fan, by the way. But I do despise the Patriots. Okay.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
Why do you hate America?
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Hey, but kind of. He couldn't even sleep with the fishes, though. They fucking devoured him.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Handcuffed him and then drowned him.
Please stop!
Then put him on the rope.
How did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
Okay, now you tell.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
So we all agree Ryoma
On to the
drowned in
next.
sink in his lab, right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? Can I...
There!
This is right fucking dead center already.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete.
Still couldn't have got into the
explanation
Oh no,
contradicts
actually she
the things
could
we
have.
discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side.
Right.
Even if one
You
used
still
the
couldn't
ladder.
throw it up. You still couldn't.
That's right. I apologize. I must go on a journey to reflect on this.
Holy shit, relax.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Oh, sick! Psych taxi! This is the new Hangman's Gambit? Okay. Okay. The escort? What? I have to pick up a hooker to see if it's the correct answer? I'm trying to play it too much like a real racing game, and it's like you don't have to treat it that. Oh, ah! This is very much like that old arcade racing game. What's it called? Wait. Oh, I need to. Okay. So you fucking hit the hooker back up into your car. She flips. She flipped in a fit of joy into the front seat and is now going to have sex with you. What a mind Shuichi has. Truly a legend. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I should... Oh, I see. I see. Oh, oh, wait. I see. The keys are a lot more extreme. They used them there. I get a second prostitute? Wow, Shuichi is greedy. Oh, are we going for a third? Prostitute number 3! I would just like to sit and have a conversation with whoever made this, like, minigame, whose idea this was. I just want to know what's in their mind. Is that a car or is that a letter? It's a letter. Oh, that's a car. Shit. Ah! Can I draft? I'm faster than any of them anyways, I guess, so that'd be pointless. Oh! I should have fucking drifted into him. That would have been pretty slick. Fuck out the road. Oh, was that was in the road? I thought it was a pedestrian and I had to avoid it. That's misleading. That's misleading.
I've got it.
Probably
Ryoma's
said it.
body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
It probably said so in the instructions, though, right? I just didn't see that part. Not that I'm overly worried about it. I mean, I don't think I collected. I definitely didn't collect all the Monokumas in 2, and I missed, I think, a case file in Ultra Despair Girls.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
He should have 3 waifus there. That would be consistent.
No, I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
Did I miss a Leon reference? Oh, it's not like tossing a baseball as they try to. Baseball would have been fine. In this case, it would have been, because they're not talking about throwing it between metal bars this far apart from each other. We're talking about a big ass window. I could probably hit that at like 75.
With this equipment, they can connect the 2 windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. Rope.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign of the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Hey, get out of here.
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope. Where is it?
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
Kibo's got to pretend that he's useful.
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
All right, later, Acme. Thank you again for the raid. Once again, everybody, go check out Acme Studios. Do a lot of streaming, do a lot of Phoenix Wright stuff, a lot of Zelda stuff. Go throw myself.
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You get it. Just tell us.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Again, I can't tell if she's in ecstasy or pain.
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would only have one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully. Meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. Problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. What could that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think. Come on, think. Oh. Oh, fuck. Wait, what do I have to do again? Oh, right click. Oh, the first letter? Now this is where I'm a little a rope, what? No, that's not right. Ropeway? Is that it? I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I mean, it makes sense.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
I don't even think they called it that in Ace Attorney, right?
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something?
Time to tip the
You
scale!
need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Hey, Ramos11, thank you for the sub. Do you have drain damage? What the fuck? Okay. No, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. What? White, pink, yellow, white. Oh, God. White, pink, yellow, white. Oh, I'm terrible at games like this. I'm terrible with games like this. Oh, that was bad. Bed? Oh, I see. Fuck. Interesting.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
I don't like where this is going.
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
The person the culprit.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
You didn't put your foot in your mouth.
His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
That is impossible.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Uh-oh.
Angry.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
Is all that remains of a
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
threshold of an amazing
Just wants to chill.
Monodum's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Uh-oh. You didn't say thank you.
The trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit!
Agreed.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
I don't like where this is going.
Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window.
That's a hell of a toss
It there.
to get it right there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
You can't. How would they have gotten it? The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the
I don't want to
because
say,
swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
because if it's who I think it is, I'm gonna be sad.
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low.
Hoping I'm wrong.
Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. No, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Sure.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, Do you already know who the culprit is?
Yeah, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. Really?
It has to be you!
Fuck!
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere. I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you... You're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe
Most of us do not
have one.
Oh. Okay.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi.
Maki alone, witnessing Ryoma.
An alibi for nighttime?
That has nothing to do with nighttime.
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
No.
The
Not
trick
that.
relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Those two are basically the same. You disagree that it couldn't have been done by anyone.
Except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
It doesn't... It doesn't... Yeah, this shows that we were all out. That has nothing to do with nighttime. Doesn't it have to be one of alibis for yesterday and the insect meet and greet?
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Unless it's another
And you have no alibi, do you?
fucking lie,
An
which
alibi for nighttime?
would sadden me
I
even
believe
more.
most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Yeah, isn't this statement and this one basically the same in terms of like they're opposites of each other? So agreeing with one would be the same as disagreeing with the other. So that wouldn't make any
We all
sense.
could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
But I don't think I'm thinking...
Most of us do not have
Oh, yeah, that's not it.
Damn it!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have
been done by anyone.
I don't think this is it, but... Oh, yep.
That's wrong!
Gotta trust the gut sometimes and not second guess myself.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window. That required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion. While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
That's harsh. Ugh, I don't want to play anymore.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Oh.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope.
Oh.
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess.
Oh, fuck!
It is nothing more than deception. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Shut up. Just shut your stupid fucking mouth.
Kirumi quiet, cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
She's not talking about the class. What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. What did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No. I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito? Asking a question that I should have asked?
I've got a weird feeling about this.
Whoever's in her
When you
motive
said
video.
everyone, felt like you were
I wonder if
talking
she
about
got
us.
her motive video. Like, everybody else's was mixed up except for
You were
hers.
talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Well, you referred to them as they. As though they were like an outside entity.
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
This is very unbecoming of you,
Because
Kirumi.
I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Oh no, you did not just invoke her name. Oh, you did not just invoke her name. Oh, everything about this is so sad.
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed
Not
up
wrong,
from head to
though.
toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I'll have to do it. I'll put my detective skills to use.
I am the culprit?
Yes.
But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong! Your deduction is all wrong!
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
Oh, man. No more doubts. Confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely.
Have a good one, Sarah.
Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash.
It's your
It's
trash.
You're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits in this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. I know I'm supposed to be like... whatever, but...
You are incorrect.
What?
What is this truth?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Fuck!
just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
Okay.
You are incorrect.
Fuck!
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
My mind is all messed up now.
You are incorrect.
Can't even play this minigame because I'm bad.
What is this truth? That is just your
Jesus
empty
Christ!
You continue to confuse everyone. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die.
Jesus!
In this class
Fucking
trial,
are you kidding me?
everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Fuck!
You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept.
How did I miss that?
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation.
Fuck!
We wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere?
I missed that.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Key. Wait. Key, room, Lindsey's gloves.
It ends here!
Did I actually slice her clothes
The
off?
piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone is to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Rubber inner tube. Carried the road. Oh, what? Not being bad. Get your head in the game. Oh, here. What? Oh, this is when she was setting it up. Here. Then we have what? One more that we have to unlock. Metal handcuffs in the pool. Oh. That's later. Piranha's swimming in the tank.
This is the truth of the case! The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Man, she did it to Ryoma too, dog.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi...
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodum, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time! Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Oh my!
You all voted correctly. What an unexpected outcome. The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirumi, the ultimate maid. Hey, bravo, bravo.
Thank goodness.
You thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
Kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. Why did it have to be Kirumi?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you all be so calm?
No way.
But no one can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth is...
Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone?
Huh?
You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey Kirumi, tell me, why? You're always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call home, they pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans.
No way!
Is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice.
Shut up!
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Enough with the commentary already. Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood? No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie too. I don't think so. I still believe Kirumi cares about us.
What?
And how do you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain? That is what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kirumi watched hers after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video? Important someone is...
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then, if you are also desperate to know.
I shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies, then you better just tell us the truth, please, and thank you. Yes, I understand.
That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. That's right. If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video? Because she got hers. Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start? Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on?
That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched, what does that mean exactly? Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you come screw up again? Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monophanie's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. What? I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute. I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No.
Monodad, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too.
Yeah?
It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy!
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting.
Father!
Thank goodness.
What?
The hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
The Monocubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
Hey!
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
That's right.
Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you, yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kirumi had spoken, the Monocubs began playing the video.
all right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado,
She's gonna see all of them saying they want to die.
Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate
Maybe.
maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to
Make this country great again.
and transferred all his authority to her.
This is such a loaded statement for many, 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 many reasons.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom.
2017, so no, I did not expect that.
Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple.
Sheeple. Wow, they just went all out there, didn't they?
What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Didn't he tell them all before that they were the last ones on Earth, so why would it fucking matter? Of course, I think that's a lie too, but... Okay, so I was a little off. I said the only way it would be Kirumi. It wouldn't be Kirumi unless there was something of a request in her motive video. So nobody made a specific request. But it was because of her motive video that she did it. That's why I couldn't entirely eliminate her as a suspect. And I said she's kind of the pseudo fourth, in addition to those three.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
What the hell? The Prime Minister?
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I'd only remembered it upon watching that video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please hold on, that video is true?
What is this?
That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi's really the Prime Minister.
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my selfless devotion.
are the citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past.
Correct. That's why I said I couldn't ever eliminate her, because she would always be a possible suspect depending on what happened in the motive video. Because she takes any request. Well, which only she could do.
But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me. Well, it's flawed, utilitarian. Because she has to take what he says at face value. She has to weigh that too, and she weighed that poorly, I think. I understand why she freaked out, but what are the chances that Monaco would be able to kill every single one of the people in her country? Don't see why 16 people being caught up in a killing game was proof that he could do that. It's utilitarian, but basically only in theory. Because she didn't actually have the real information. He didn't even tell her what was going to happen. Just freaked out. I mean, can we assume that? I don't see why they wouldn't add that to the story if that's the case. But then that depends on where we are in the timeline. And the power of the remnants of despair. So I mean, there is no Yeah, but again, where are we? You didn't answer my question. Everyone seems to be making assumptions. I'm not making any assumptions other than he didn't tell her. And without us knowing, without them telling us, we don't really know, do we? And so we can't really argue that, oh man, she had to have taken that threat seriously. No, you don't have to. But I'm saying, like, that matters. If we're talking about, like, the, it is probably pretty... Actually, it's relatively cool in my basement. Very pleasant, actually. Yeah, that's not the reasoning for why she shouldn't believe him. Because we don't know what she knows. So to assume that she knows things that we're not told is flawed. So that all I can say then, for sure, is that the approach is flawed without further information. As we are presented this information right now, it was a flawed approach. If things change, then things change. But I'm not incorrect right now. Based on what the game is presenting to us. And if things change later and we figure out exactly what she learned, then we can make a more informed decision. There is no perhaps, though. Perhaps, maybe. Those are all guesses. We don't know. We don't know. The game did not tell us. Oh, sure, desperate. I understand it. And that's why I said it was, as of what we know right now, it's flawed utilitarian. Because otherwise you are talking about stuff that I don't know, because in order to call it that, you would have to have future information, and then you're using that future information to make that decision as to what you should call it, right? So then there's no point arguing with the way I presented the information. Well, yeah, I mean, that's only my point, is that as of what we know right now, her it was very, very flawed until we are provided more information to the contrary. I mean, which, to be fair, I'm sure we will, because there's something else going on here beyond just the killing game, right? Something weird's happening outside of what we already know that's been happening for this situation to come about. Huh? How can you seriously believe that a high school the Prime Minister? I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. Okay. So the scale of ultimates is from apprentice detective to the fucking Prime Minister? I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
How rude. I am not pretending. I am still learning.
I see.
Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister. And Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She whole burden of country's future?
Actually.
Emotive video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that. Well, sure, I feel bad for her. She just still thinks she made a stupid mistake. Like, I don't think I would have done that in her situation. Well, okay, to be fair, I don't know what it feels like to be Prime Minister, and I never will. But, like, if you approach things from a logical perspective, based on what we know, at least.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? Okay, so we know she didn't learn everything. That seems to indicate something, at least. Is that her memory is incomplete, at the very least. With our memories lost...
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt.
Huh?
The Ultimate Hunt is connected to the unprecedented crisis facing the nation? If that's true, how are we connected? What is this Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here, inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life are safe.
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation. Aren't we citizens of this nation? I get it. Utilitarian approach. Sacrifice few for the needs of the many.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. Except we don't know that. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? Everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead. That's not what he said would happen either. There's just a lot of logical leaps happening here.
Why?
Doesn't that mean we pretty much destroy the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily. No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really.
Bears do not lie.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck you don't.
Bears do not lie.
You've literally lied.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. Huh? Nothing is beyond your power? Kind of arrogant, ridiculous. Just made a lie right now. There are things beyond his power, because he gets fucking worked in the anime. That whole... I mean, they have, like, nothing compared to what the Hope Foundation has at the end of the anime.
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country. That's not entirely true. Person can bring disaster, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing outside their power.
What are you trying to pull?
There you go. Tom's got it. Me for attorney. I could be attorney general. That is something that is within my abilities if I wanted to. Oh man. What's so funny? And then they're gonna come back and watch these streams like, this is why this person should not be the Attorney General of the United States. And I'm gonna be like, what of it? What's so funny? You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Well, terrified of the unknown, dipshit. It's one of the easiest things to be terrified of. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell the only animal that tells lies? That is entirely incorrect. Any animal that camouflages themselves is lying about where they are. It's meant to deceive. Those chameleons are fucking liars. They don't want you to know where they are, so they're like, I'm not here.
Shut up!
Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would have been a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right, we know your motive to kill, but why'd you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill?
Huh?
Easy to kill.
Weird.
Ryoma not that weak. When he used his Shukuchi method, even Gonta no can catch.
I do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us. Huh? What? Makes sense. I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean? She just told you exactly. What the fuck, Tenko? I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. Then I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him,
That is correct.
I'm responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
Got it.
So, you got a reason to live. That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. You got something to live for. It means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis ball that's lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me.
Dog! Weren't we just talking about how he has something? Oh my god. That's...
At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
It's a leap. But, like... It's definitely it is a leap. Because he still didn't say, hey, kill me. But I mean, who would do that in his situation? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. And Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
Because...
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait
a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw the motive video. Didn't you just say he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Did I say that? What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma. Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki? How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah.
I remember, because once you watch them, you got a motive to kill. But if it shows me someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who will be in that video?
No.
I don't. That's why I wanted to see it. Once I know I've got something important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words,
that video might just give me a motive to live.
please.
So please.
That's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live. Which means you shouldn't have showed him his motive video in the first place. What do you mean? What does video show? Nothing. Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty. Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we? God, that's depressing.
Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
I don't think Ryoma should have believed that either. Like, I wouldn't believe a damn word he says. Well, not a damn word, but I would consider him his credibility to be suspect. No one was important to him.
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown. If you saw something like that. But I understand he was already. Unlike Kirumi, who had everything kind of snap back to her at once, he was already in this state of despair. That probably just pushed him over the edge. Still. Like, dude. I just need to stop listening to Monokuma. He had to care for, he had none to care for, none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life.
I see.
So that's why. You must have just watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me.
It can't be.
He just gave up then? Damn. To hell with that, damn moron.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Yes.
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons.
Yes.
I mean, as far as he knows, the people around him are loved ones too. He doesn't know. He lost his memory. Your definitive statements are really puzzling considering the lack of information that all of these characters have. It's just a bad argument. Yeah, it gave him, to him, it gave him value to his life that he would be sacrificing for a greater good. Like I said, I with his prior emotional state, it's not. I buy it. Just saying, like, there's a lot of just believing Monokuma at face value. Oh, that's probably the coolest thing Angie said. You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, and children. You don't know that. You literally don't know that. Sacrificing you all meant possibly saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Kirumi. Monokuma, going to have question. Oh, what is it? Can going to be blackened instead of Kirumi?
Huh?
Oh, shit. I mean, he's gonna say no, but...
Gonta.
Not smart boy, but even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival will result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
Jeez.
Logically, if you make logical leaps, then yes, that would be correct. You have to make assumptions that you have little basis for. Jeez, maybe it would have been a bit better if we would have gotten the culprit wrong. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, Kirumi survives and the nation's future will be secure. Could be secure without Kirumi. Don't know. Then what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I just shouldn't have. What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up. Thank you, Kaito. What?
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with all this value of life shit. Right. Life's just not something. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaito.
Listen up.
Your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors. It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. Something about that sentence sounded like more like dumber than it probably was. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here. The idiot's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right, too. He is an idiot, but he's right.
So divine.
Yeah, he's an damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But...
maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it. Shaken?
Because?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still haven't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place. Huh? What? That's, yeah.
But
Monokuma would never allow a Blacken to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway. Wait, what he just said was true? You try to trick Gunta? Try to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously, you... Fuck you!
Cut it out.
No, if she was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
Yeah. That's right, I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. Can you not repeat the same goddamn thing over and over again? I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. Yeah. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma, even though I refuse to give up. Huh? Kirumi?
I see.
You refuse to give up, so what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I will do anything to survive. She screamed and started running. Where are you going? I guess it doesn't matter now. It's either run or die. I couldn't believe what I was saying. Really? I'm surprised I hadn't seen this earlier, to be honest. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run!
Damn it!
Run! Run, Kirumi!
Please run!
Hurry!
Run!
Damn.
Hurry, run!
Hey.
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Like, seriously? This is so fucking stupid. Why would she think she... Again, I'm surprised we didn't see this at some point in Game 1. Please, run! Run!
Live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Oh, God. She's gonna press the button really fast in the elevator. Oh, that's brutal. This is very reminiscent of Chiaki's execution. Almost to light, and then what happens?
Really?
Why, Monodam? Why did you kill Monosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke. Well, he was no different from Mono Kid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him.
Yeah?
We don't need him.
Let's get along.
We few remaining Mono Cubs must get along.
We are all friends.
No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along.
I will not forgive that.
Not if he knows what's good for him. Excuse me? This academy belongs to us. You are... You're on your way to destruction. What you say? You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
Nice.
Ha ha ha. And yet, this angsty attitude of yours, it's so cute with how your little crew is shrunk by one member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know.
They're so freaking cute.
It's so unbearably cute.
How horrible!
Yes, it was one of the more brutal deaths. Like I said, I think Chiaki's death might be the most brutal, just in terms of like what went into it. And this was very much like Chiaki's death. Difference being that you probably felt more of a little stronger of a connection to Chiaki because you'd played the game in addition to watching the anime. It's probably not as brutal as Peiko's death, though, because, well, Peiko's death is both beautiful for her and brutal for us because she died doing what she believed her duty was. She died doing her duty, which is which was saving Fuyuhiko. Celeste was brutal, it's just it happened really fast, so it's just more like dark humor funny than brutal. I'm trying to think of the others that might have been as brutal. I mean, Kaide's was pretty fucking brutal. Oh, that's right. She died thinking that she... Okay, that's the most brutal. That's the most brutal. Okay. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. So yes, that is the most brutal. Right, it's not as brutal if they enjoy it, right? That's part of what makes Peiko's death the most brutal. Is because of what she thought at the end. But Chiaki's was still, I almost shed a tear. That shit was sad. Oh, I would say 2 out of 2 for sure for execution so far. Very good. Very good. They're both very brutal. Which is what they should be. Leon's was, I mean, for one, I didn't care about Leon. For 2, it was a little basic. I don't know if you can really call it basic, but you just got hit with a bunch of baseballs. I mean, yeah, that hurt, but most of what they went through would hurt. Mikan's was... Mikan's was weird. Ugly bitch! What are you calling an ugly bitch?
Stop it!
Doesn't matter, now's not the time for that. Kirumi,
Like that.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kirumi was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you.
Don't kill anybody and you won't. I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. That could have been foreshadowing. Does she kill somebody to protect Himiko at some point? Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on!
Oh, isn't that what Atwa said?
Cause Atua says so.
All desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who was corrupt. He was the one who distributed the motive videos.
Yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought to have driven Kirumi that far. What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
Thank you, somebody said that. That must be why Kirumi did not want to show the videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it.
Of course.
If that's the case, that was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However,
I'd assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos too, get under our skin, but that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? I never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kirumi said. What Kirumi said? Flashback to 5 minutes ago. What she said earlier, correct? Oh, what about it? She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either.
See?
Maybe that video had the properties of a flashback light. If it made her remember.
What?
She remembered some stuff. She admitted herself that she didn't remember everything. The properties of a flashback light?
okay.
Seems like they made her remember just enough. Because if she would have remembered everything, would she have done what she had done? Probably not. Otherwise, just make her remember everything. That still accomplishes the same goal for you, Monokuma. Still, how could Kirumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems too important for her to just forget. That's true. Does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? If that's the case, maybe it's for the best that we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced it's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other. That's right. It's best that we not remember our motives for everyone's sake. Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet.
So mean.
Oh, rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. Maybe Kirumi's final moments had made me change my views. She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough. Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. Cool side profile. With that, the second class trial ended for us. Pyrrhic victory. Is that how you say that word? I honestly don't know what that word is. I'm assuming it means like hollow or empty. We had still lost a friend. What is the end Kaido spoke of, and how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned from the courtroom, the area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now,
we should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action.
You're right.
Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day.
Why, you?
Like you even have a brain to use.
I won't forgive you!
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it to go on.
It'll be okay.
She didn't. It'll be fine as long as we listen to Atua. We'll all be just fine.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Gunto? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just, even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty.
What?
But stars here are different, not the same ones Gunta used to. Different? You mean the position of the stars? Yeah, Gunta looking, but no can find star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere that far away? Far away?
Hey, so
Hey, let's all head back already. I'm wiped.
Okay.
One at great cost. Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, it specifically refers to a battle that took place at that. I see. That's neat. I like history. I know a lot of people don't like history, but I find history fascinating, especially when it intertwines with language. Ah, yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something. Oh, God. What now? Like you said, I'm wiped out. Now, it won't take that long. Just listen what I have to say. Well then, what is it you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar. But that's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group. A far worse liar than you? Oh, I bet it's me, just like when Nagito said that about Hajime. Oh, never mind. Good. That's a good... Have it be somebody else is a good variation. I'm talking about Maki. What?
what?
What do you mean Maki's a liar? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Is that why she doesn't let anybody in her room? Because what is in her room would reveal what her true talent is? Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live. But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
Blackmail. Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity, so he used that to blackmail her. I bet he said something like, "If you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are." That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma. She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute. Why what the shit are you making? What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What? I've known Maki's true identity the whole time. For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. Would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now. But that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows. Right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
So I was just about to say when I saw the shadows thing, like she must be the ultimate assassin. Thin line divides heaven and hell. Another one bites the dust. To be continued. As will this stream. Good night.